Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. Look at this beautiful mess I have going on right now. Now, I'm in my craft room because I'm bored and I had a little bit of extra time that I could play around with. And I've been seeing a lot of these crafters make these DIY wooden bees. And I have fallen in love with them. I got to be completely honest with you. I have a couple of projects in my head that I would like to come up with. One is I want to get this truck painted. And I have, if you've seen my Hobby Lobby haul, I want to make this into a welcome sign with this truck and make it seasonal for my door. So that's one project that I like to get done. Plus, I'd like to get my hand at the wooden bee. Now, I had some scrap wood in the craft room that is this thickness here. And I had Honey get his new jigsaw toy. I think it's called a jigsaw. And I went ahead and I had him, we traced out a body for my bee. And then I doubled it up because the circle that I'm going to use is from the Dollar Tree. I went ahead and put some lightweight spackle in there to fill the hole. And I wanted my head to fit into the body. So this is going to be my bee. And then I have these guys I think were from... these are actually from Walmart, and I'm going to use these as my wings, and there's my bee body. So I want to get to painting that. I'm waiting on the glue to dry. I was sticking these guys together, and I got to give everything a good sand. But I also seen Faith Chick 77. She is like one of my favorite DIYers. I will leave her link down below. I'm actually got her video up right here with her making her bee. She used this Dollar Tree gemstone that I actually already had in my stash. And I was going through my stash and I'm like, what else could we use as a body? So I thought this is a good idea for a body. These heart wreaths that we got at the Dollar Tree would also make a really good wings as well. They'd be so rustic and cute. This galvanized little guy would also make a good bee body. Super cute, right? And then I also originally was going to use this guy right here. So that would make a good bee body as well. So just giving you guys some different options. And then I think with my hearts, though, for this guy, I think I'm going to make two of them. And what she did is used a Dollar Tree sign that was real flexible. But I actually have chipboard, so I think I'm going to use chipboard, cut out 4 hearts, glue them together so that they're more sturdy for this guy right here. And this will be a bigger bee. And I think I'm going to put this guy on a stand. And I'm going to take this guy right here and either stain it and paint it and make it a bee on a stand. So those are the projects that I have in mind. I thought I'd bring you along step by step. I got to wait for this glue to dry up. And then I'm going to go and get my sander out and start sanding. And then I believe I'm going to put this guy on 2 wood rounds. So I'm going to make it a lot thicker because my wood's thick. And I'm going to put him on the edge here. And we've got our bee right here. We got our bee right there. And then I'm going to make him a big fluffy scrappy bow. And I'm just going to put either be kind or welcome to our hive, or something along those lines, and turn this into a door hanger. And then, or I might vice versa it and get this guy cut down so he's a little bit more slimmer. She used it as it is. It was kind of like a wonky size, but I think I want to cut him down and make him just a little bit more slimmer, and then go from there for this one. And I might even use this bee on there, but I just kind of really like that size for this size wood round. But anyways, I got some projects in my head and I thought I'd bring you along because, you know, what is this channel other than a crafting channel? All right, guys, I'm going to go sand and we'll be back. All right, guys, so I thought I'd come on here and show you what I decided to do. I'm actually going to turn this into the shape that I want it to be. This is the bee here. I'm going to give this guy a little bit of a stinger and come up and make it the shape that I want it to be, because it's super easy to cut through. So I got it lined out. I already cut this side off. So as you guys know, that kind of had a wonky edge to it and kind of like was bloppy, like my bee was a little overweight. So I want a skinny bee. No, he's already going to be a chunky guy. But yeah, so I'm going to get this outlined here, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys what I was choosing to do. I'm going to just clean this shape up just a little bit more. Obviously, it's going to be rustic and cute because it's not going to be a perfect shape. But it worked just fine with my what are these called? These big heavy duty scissors here. Cuts right through it like butter. I kind of want to give it just, there we go. Get that bulk out of there. And then I can decide what I want to do. There we go. Yeah, so that has more of like a B shape. This is more rounded, but I'm okay with that. I kind of want to be this to be a little bit more of a pointy edge. There. So not too terribly bad. Kind of want to round this up a little bit too. Man, I'm giving this guy a hack job. There we go. I like that shape. I think that's going to be perfect. I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay, so I need to get all this cleaned up, and then I am going to go and sand this. I'm going to sand all my pieces, and then, like I said, I will come back and we'll get to painting. Okay? Just wanted to show you that real quick. Oh, and then while I'm gone, I'm going to go ahead and do my wings as well. I'm going to get my wing shape going too. Okay. Okay, guys, I have all my pieces sanded. So this guy's sanded and good to go. Let me put him up here. So this is what he looks like. Hearts from Walmart, going to get those painted. Circle from the Dollar Tree, just put lightweight spackle here at the top to cover the hole. And then, like I said, I had Honey cut me out a B shape or a body shape from some wood. Looking back, I wish I would have had him cut me out a pointer for a stinger, but it is what it is. I talked to him about it. He says, hey, do this one. If you don't like it, we'll go back and we'll get you one with the stinger butt. And I'm like, okay. So this is B number 1 for my Dollar Tree sign. So super cute, right? Got to get it painted now that it's sanded. Now, this one was from Faith Chick 77's idea. Like I showed you, I didn't like the shape of it, so I went ahead and I made my own shape. I'll show you here. So it's kind of like a balloon shape. And then I took my sander and the sander did such a good job with getting it the way I wanted it as far as the shape goes. And then I took this circle here and I just mimicked it on chipboard and cardboard. And I sandwiched those together and I went ahead and glued them. So there's my head. And then I drew and then cut out a wing shape. And I obviously did it both sides. I didn't flip it over like an idiot, but it is what it is. It's supposed to be a rustic bee, so it's going to look cute anyways. Guys, time for a progress report. Got me a yummy sucker. I love Tootsie Pops. They're so yummy. So anyways, I went ahead and painted all of that. So on the back, it looks nice and clean and crisp. On my wings, I went ahead and did some buffalo check. And then I put some paper striping on there. And then I got my heart. I just double-sided my heart. So I got that bee put together. I took some of that black paint and I went around the edges to kind of give a little bit more define. I'm going to put me a big bow with some beautiful flowers and stuff in the center. So this guy right here won't matter too much to me, but I'm okay with a little bit of a rustic look on that one. I also got my sign, my piece of wood, painted black. And then I also have my platform with my dowel rod painted and ready to go as well. So what this will look like, my signage will be down here at the bottom. And then my bee will be across here. And then it'll have a little platform stand. Kind of like Faith Chick 77's. Now here we go with this one. I went ahead and I took the dowel rods and I drilled it in her head. I had to take a dowel rod and drill it in the head and the body to put them center. And then I did the same thing. I covered these with the buffalo check and got me some bee striping there. And then this one will also get a big fluffy bow and some pretty flowers. So far here are my bees. 2 different ways that I have done it. One with tools, one without. And I will let you know, show you the finished project, but what do we think? The cute, super cute bees, right? They're adorable. I love it. My work surface is a mess. My hands are a mess. I definitely should have put some gloves on, but oh well. it is what it is. So I will come back and let you see the final project. Okay guys, I'm finally finished with my bee projects. This is Miss Bethany and this is Mr. Bart. Now they will hopefully live in the same hive, I hope, but let's dive in and see all their detail. Now this one here was the kind of the style that Faith Chick 77 did on her video. She put her bee on a plaque and she used the same, that gemstone that I showed you guys in the beginning. She used all those pieces for that, but I didn't have that stand because I had already ripped it apart and used it in something else. So I went ahead and took a Dollar Tree stand and I painted it, sanded it, and I sanded my bee too because I wanted him to be more farmhouse. Now, this little wooden plaque is also from the Dollar Tree. I painted it, sanded it, put some paper on it, and then just did Be Kind with my Cricut. Let's go ahead and turn it around here. I used a dowel rod and I drilled it into the base and into my bee, and that's how they're standing up. I decided not to cover the back of the wooden wings because I thought it just looks cute from the back too. It is a standing piece, so I wanted the back to look finished. But yes, it's so cute. I had to tack down the ribbon because as you can see here, they're like falling down and you couldn't really see the roses. And then in the center, I just used those flowers. I love how Miss Bethany turned out. She is fabulous, darling. I mean, she is so cute. Now, my little sign, I absolutely adore. Bart is here to stay, folks. Now, my wood round was a 12-inch wood round, and Bart's pretty big. I mean, Bart's a hefty dude. So, what I ended up doing is adding the trim from the Hobby Lobby, which I've been dying to use, and I took 2 of those wood rounds and sandwiched it in between there with some hot glue, and it worked out perfect. It added about 4 more inches to my wood round, and I love the way it turns out. So Bart says, be yourself, be humble, be loving, be happy, be kind. And when I went to go do my words, I put them down a little too low. So I had to add something up here at the top, but I knew I wanted to keep it farmhouse. So I added these flowers with a little bit of lamb's ear. But I just love how they turned out. You guys have got to let me know what you think down below. I think they're an adorable pair. I think they'll go great anywhere in somebody's hive. I don't know if it'll be mine, but you know, I'm sure someone who receives them will enjoy them. I also would like to know, is this something that you guys would buy at a craft show? And if you would spend your money on it, what would you pay for each? I was kind of curious to know that. So anyways, guys, thanks so much for spending your time with me here today. You guys know how much I love you and adore you. And I'm so happy to be in my craft room and feeling better and busting out projects. So until next time, you guys, I'll talk at you later. Bye-bye now.